Okay, so good evening, everyone. So today I have not prepared the PPT. I didn't get much time, but I have the PDF right in front of everyone. So I'll be taking you through that. Okay. So just before yeah, so just before going to sentence arrangement, what do you think? What is first of all a sentence arrangement? Or first, I want to understand what a sentence arrangement is, and then a sentence rearrangement. What do you think? Just in few words in the chat box, please. Anyone, please? You're able to hear me, right? Okay, perfect. Arranging the sentences in the systematic manner. Okay, perfect. Absolutely what I expected. Yes. So see, sentence arrangement can be considered as the location of our ideas and its placement in a statement, okay, which makes sense whenever we read it. So that is exactly what a sentence arrangement is. Now, sentence rearrangement can be considered as one of these sections which are actually difficult. Okay, so the last time we dealt with reading comprehension, so we knew, right, reading the passages then answering the questions, it takes time, but we found a few ways and tricks as in how can we reduce the time. So similarly here, even sentence arrangement is considered to be one of that topic, okay, which is time consuming, and it is asked in many of the competitive exams. So what does it consist of? Okay, so it consists of a group of jumbled sentences that needs to be reassembled to make sense. It sounds easy, but it can get tricky if there are more than one sentence which seems to fit next to each other. Okay, say for example there are five sentences given to make a paragraph, and if you feel that the option B and option C should be the second statement, that can be confusing. Okay, so in that case we have to understand few rules, and maybe when we solve questions based on those, it will be much easier. So is it clear till now? Okay, so perfect. Thank you so much. So I'll be just to understand, okay? So I'll be putting one question in the chat because I do not have the PPT, otherwise it would have been easy. Just give me a minute, please. Okay, so here you all go. I have pasted few words, okay, that is incorrectly placed. So the slash indicates that it is differentiating one word from another. Can you please rearrange this statement for me and send it in the chat box, please? Saloni, what is D? I didn't get. I didn't understand. What did you mean? Okay, perfect. One must abide by the rule is absolutely correct. Okay, let me go. Okay, so I see one answer as the rules must be abide by the one. Okay, no, so we cannot actually consider that as, because see, the rules must be abide by. If there was everyone, then it would have been better. Okay, Kunal, is it clear to you why we are not using this one? The one appears incomplete. That's the reason. So one must abide by the rule. Clear? Uh, okay. Then what you want me to repeat, please let me know. Okay, fine. See, so what I have given is rule is my first option, one is my second option, by is my third option, must is my fourth option, abide is my fifth word, and the is my sixth word. Okay, so these are the set of words that I have provided you. I want you to make a statement, okay, by using all the words, and no word should be repeated. This is the rule, okay. So I have received answers as one must abide by the rules, which is absolutely correct. I'll tell you why. See, rules, okay, one must abide by the rules. So I just gave an example. So there are many other answers also available, but it is not exactly making the sense. So see here for to Kunal, I just explained the rules must be abide by one. Okay, if it instead of one, if it was everyone, it would have been better, and then the statement would have made sense. So that's the reason it is incorrect. Now, did you understand? Okay, yes, Kunal. Perfect. Okay, Hamdan. Fine. So these are, few things that I wanted you to understand. Okay. So first of all, see, always remember, whenever you approach for a statement or a sentence rearrangement, there are few important points that we need to remember. Okay. We always need to remember the links. Okay. We need to check the links between the two statements. It must go in a flow. So there is always something connecting either in the context or in the flow of this sentence. Okay. Usually it is a particular theme which we can identify. So say for example, if we are dealing with a paragraph which specifies about the bank, okay, then there will be an opening statement, then there will be a process that will be explained, and then there will be a closing statement, anything like that. So we need to understand the flow. Okay. Then the second most important what I feel is it is the related pronouns. You all know, right, what a pronoun is? Everyone can. Okay, can you hear me now? Is it clear? Okay, fine. So yeah, related pronouns like who, what, which gives you what, go ahead. Okay. So there are times, you need to check whether this will be followed by a noun or a verb. You all know, right, that in the first statement we'll be using the noun, but we are not going to repeat that. Then we are going to replace it by pronoun. Perfect. Okay. Then knowing the vocab, knowing the meaning of the words definitely, helps us understand the link. So if we don't know the meaning, at least we can try to break down and look at the root word, which gives us some text or, exactly some context. So there is always a hint there. Is it clear? Okay. Any doubts still here? Perfect. So, yeah. So, just give me a minute. So, we see here that Ravindra has shared the PDF. Can you see the first question? Yes. So, can you please solve it and let me know what the answer is? Okay, perfect. So, see here in this option, the correct answer is, of course, option D. Why? Because, first of all, see, Rabindranath Tagore was the youngest son of Debendranath Tagore. Okay. Then, a leader of the Brahmo Samaj. Perfect. And then, which was a new religious sect in the 19th century Bengal. And lastly, and which attempted a revival of the ultimate monastic basis of Hinduism. So here, see, first of all, we are getting a noun. Okay, the name of Rabindranath Tagore is clearly specified. So that will be the first opening statement about what or whom the summary is all about. Then we'll be moving to B because they are telling who was the, now they have also specified his father's name. So he was the leader of the Brahmo Samaj. That's the reason B is coming into picture. Perfect. And then we have D. Now they have mentioned about Brahmo Samaj, so which was a new religious sect in the 19th century Bengal. And then we have ultimate, the last option, that is A, and which attempted a revival of the ultimate monastic basis of Hinduism. Clear? So that's the reason I told there will be connecting pronouns, which will help us, help you to understand what will come next. Okay, let me see. Option D, option D. Okay, I can see option as BC. Option C, no. Okay. So, Ravindra, is it clear to you now why we have selected answer D? Okay, perfect. Yes, Hamdan. So here in the statements, there will be a paragraph that will be splitted into a different statements, and then you have to rearrange it so that it makes clear sense to you whenever you read a paragraph. It should be arranged in that way. Is it clear now, Hamdan? Okay, fine. Can we move to the second one? Yes. Okay. So here it states, I'll just read it, okay? So option A, and the cost price for the buyer is reduced. B, in the end, every time an individual is able to claim. C, because of a lower tax liability. D, input tax credit, the sale price is reduced. Okay, you have options 1 to A, B, C, D. Can you please let me know what's the correct answer? Yeah. So just to avoid the confusion, kindly just mention which is the correct option. Okay. It may be A, B, C, or D. Just mention the correct option. That will be easier for everyone. Okay, so for now we have received majority of the answer is B. There is few answer is D. Okay, then I'll just give half a minute to everyone. Okay, fine. So just to break the ice, the correct answer is option B. Okay, why? I'll tell you now. So you see option B, the options are arranged as PDAC. So see, in the end, every time an individual is able to claim, okay, what he is able to claim input tax credit. The sale, now input tax credit is something that he will claim. Okay, so we have got the link. We have linked the claim with input tax credit. Okay, now the second part of the statement of the option, sorry, of the option B is the sale price is reduced. Now the sale price, along with the sale price, the cost price for the buyer is also reduced because of a lower tax liability. Now you understood how are we going to link the statements? See, I could also see some options as D. Okay, so always remember there are chances that that if a statement starts with, okay, so say for example, if you have you have started the statement with C, That is because of a lower tax liability. Always remember there should be a reason associated with it. That's the reason. So in the option D, it is stated that because of a lower tax liability and the cost price for the buyer is reduced, the two statements are not making sense together. You are getting. So whenever you provide any response, at least try to read those statements back to back. Then you'll understand whether it is appearing correct or not. Clear? Okay, Hamdan. You're confused. See, no problem. I'll explain it to you. So here I said the correct answer is option B. Why? So in this B option, you see the arrangement is B will be first. Okay. So in the end, every time an individual is able to claim. So for now, is the statement appearing a bit complete to you? A bit, not completely, partially complete. So in the end, every time an individual. Now, are you able to hear me clearly, Hamdan? Everyone, can you hear me clearly? Okay. Hamdan, now is it clear to you? As in my voice is clear, I'll definitely explain you why we have this kind of arrangement, but just let me know once my voice is clear to you. Can I get a yes, no in the chat option, please? Mm, okay, fine. So see, everyone is just because for few it's not clear, I'll be explaining it to everyone again. See, in the end, every time an individual is able to claim, okay, so first of all, the statement, we have an opening statement, okay, so at the end or in the end, every time an individual is able to claim. Now what he or she able to claim? Input tax credit. Okay, so if the first statement will be completed here. In the end, every time an individual is able to claim the input tax credit. Now the first statement is complete. The second statement is just started. The sale price is reduced. Along with the sale price, the cost price for the buyer is also reduced. So now we have fixed three statements. So definitely the last option remains because of a lower tax liability. Or do you want me to elaborate more? Okay, perfect. Ravindra, can we move please to the third question? Okay, so here the question says A, in 2017, the GST bill was passed. B, in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. C, the GST law came into force. And D, on 1st of July 2017. So sorry. Yeah, this appears really easy. I need an answer. I'll give you, it's 5:29 in my mobile. I'll give you a minute. Amazing. Perfect. It's 5:30. Yeah, absolutely. The correct answer is option A. Why? I'll just read it. See, in 2017, the GST bill was passed in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Clear? Then, on 1st of July 2017, the GST law came into force. Making sense to everyone? So, almost, let me check. Okay. Yeah. So, almost everyone has answered it correctly. Yeah. So Hamdan, okay, now as you're back, no problem. So see, what I was explaining prior to you is whenever there are four statements, okay, make a point that if first of all it is is very important for you to identify which is the first opening statement. So the first opening statements may always be associated with few noun. Okay, and after that noun there will be a pronoun. This is the major logic which is always behind every statement. Okay, we are not going to repeat the noun again and again. So always make a point. If there is something, there should be a subject that should be clearly specified, and then you are discussing about that subject. So you need to provide a link. So always there will be a first statement. Then about the subject that is mentioned in the first statement, there will be a second statement explaining about it. Clear now? Let me go to the chat box clearly. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So see, yeah, question number 3 is done. Can we move to question number 4, please? Yeah. So here, our options are infrastructure in the power sector in Manipur. Union Minister assured that the government of India, C is would provide the required financial assistance for. D is strengthening and improvement of. Again, this is easy. Amazing. Everyone is very smart. They have quickly understood. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. The correct option is D. Now see, this is very easy. Okay. One of the easiest question that I've seen. Yeah. So Union Minister, the correct answer is option D. Okay. The Union Minister assured that the government of India would provide the required financial assistance for strengthening and improvement of infrastructure in the power sector in Manipur. One statement broken into parts. Clear? Okay, I have to go to the chat box. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Ravindra, can we move to the fifth question, please? Yeah. Can you just reduce the size so we have all the options visible clearly? You can see that minus plus option above. You can just click on minus. One more time. One more. That's all. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. So here the fifth question. By providing power supply to every household of the country, the Saubhagya scheme would transfer the lives. On the occasion, Shri N. Biren Singh said that under the leadership of PM Narendra Modi, especially poorest of the poor. Okay, again, this is easy. What's the correct option? I'm just waiting for everyone to answer. Let's wait for half a second. Yeah. Okay. So the majority of the answers is for you all go for B, which is the correct option. I could also see few options as C. I'll tell you why that's an incorrect option. Okay. First, I'll discuss what's the correct one. So first of all, it is CBDA, option B. Okay. So see, the opening statement is on the occasion, Shri N. Biren Singh said that under the leadership of PM Narendra Modi, okay, what is going to happen? The Saubhagya scheme would transfer the lives, okay, especially the poorest of the poor, by providing power supply to every household of the country. So now whatever we read, that's making sense. See in option C, okay, C. On the occasion, the correct statement. So C is definitely the opening statement. The second is they have mentioned D. especially poorest of the poor. See, you just read option C. On the occasion, Shri and Biren Singh said that under the leadership of PM Narendra Modi, especially the poorest of the poor, by providing. This is not going with a bit in between option C and option A. You're getting? That's the reason this won't be a correct statement. So whenever, that's the reason I'm telling you, whenever you provide me or better, you to put in a better words, whenever you actually select any option, even in the exam, make a point that you read those statements again and again, then you'll understand. So the correct answer is option B. I hope it's clear. Can I get a yes or no? Perfect. Yeah, thank you everyone. Ravindra, the next one, please. Okay, so I'll be reading this. It came upon me and buried me deep in its own body and carried me swiftly towards the sea. I soon found it. I soon found it impossible to avoid it. I saw the sea came after me as high as a great hill and as furious as an enemy. I got upon my feet and endeavored to make towards the land as fast as possible before another wave should return. Yeah, so we have the options. Ravindra, can you just, yeah, now it's perfect, perfect. Yeah, we can see all the options clearly. What do you think? What's the correct answer? Okay, we have 15 answers. Hmm, this is confusing. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let me explain the meaning of each statement to you because I didn't see any correct answer coming in the chat box. Fine. So first of all, it came upon me and buried me deep in its own body and carried me swiftly towards the sea. So the yeah, Sunil, I'll be explaining. I'll be explaining. No problem. Okay. So it came upon me and buried me deep in its own body and carried me swiftly towards the sea. So the author is mentioning that he stuck into the sea waves. Okay. Now I soon found it impossible to avoid it. So a wave is nearing him and he's finding it difficult to, quickly get rid of that wave to save himself. The option C says, I saw the sea came after me as high as a great hill and as furious as an enemy. Definitely the wave will be really huge and it will be approaching him. Then I got upon my feet and endeavored to make towards the land as fast as possible before another wave should return. Now see here, we should understand actually the chronology. Okay, so for me, as per me, the correct answer is option A. Okay, and in the chat box, I just saw someone mention it as A. Yeah, Sakshi has mentioned it as A. No one else, no problem. Sunil, I'll be explaining. So see, go with the option A. Now, the author says he was already caught by one of the waves. Maybe he saved himself, and that's the reason he wanted to protect himself. So he said, I got upon my feet and endeavored to make towards the land as fast as possible before another wave should return. So now see, before another wave should return is your first hint. Okay. Now and then it will be, I saw the sea came after me as high as a great hill and as furious as an enemy. He was trying to escape, but the waves were approaching him very fast. Then it will be, I soon found it impossible to avoid it. As the wave was approaching, he was finding it very difficult. And then um, he has clearly mentioned that the wave was approaching him. Lastly, we can say it came upon me and buried me deep in its own body and carried me swiftly towards the sea. Now, did you understand why we have selected option A? See the chronology. Many of you have, let me check whether I'm correct. Yeah, many of you have answered option C. Okay, C. I saw the sea came after me as high as a great hill and as furious as an enemy. I soon found it impossible to avoid it. Then it came upon me and buried me deep in its own body and carried me swiftly towards the sea. See, after option A, the sea has carried him into its body. How can he get, go away from it now? I got upon my feet. If he's in the mid of the sea, he cannot quickly go away from the sea, right? Now, are you understanding why the option C is incorrect? Can I get a yes or a no, please? Okay, so that's the reason I kept this question, because I wanted to understand as in how difficult it is. Okay, but now it's clear, right? Always remember, it should, as I have told you a couple of times, please, whenever you provide an option, try to get the logic of the statement, and only it will make sense. Okay, Ravindra, can we have the next question, please? The seventh one. Yeah. So gave a precise approximation of PI. He applied the method of exhaustion in calculating the area with the summation of an endless series and under the arc of a parabola. Sorry, I read it, gave a precise approximation of a pi, not PI. Yeah. So what do you think? What would be the correct option for this? Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. And let me know. Half a minute. I want everyone to please participate. Again, I feel this is, I didn't expect this to be confusing, but okay, fine. Okay. Again, the correct answer is option D. It is BDCA. Why? I'll tell you. See, he applied the method of exertion in calculating the area. Then, under the arc of a parabola, with the summation of an endless series, and gave a precise approximation of a pi. I see many of you have answered. Okay, now it's D. Before that it was B, and I see someone has answered as A. Okay, let's go with B. Okay, so it states BCAD. He applied the method of exhaustion in calculating the area. Okay, the first point is correct. Then with the summation of an endless series and gave a precise approximation of pi under the arc of a parabola. See, now here the option B and D are very confusing. So he applied the method of exhaustion in calculating the area. That's very much clear to us. Then it is stated under the arc of a parabola. Now we are explaining, okay, under the arc of a parabola with the summation of an endless series and gave a precise approximation of a period. Why I feel you guys got confused is because under the arc of a parabola, see, there should be under the arc of a parabola what there should be a reason associated, right? There should be something that is explaining it. So always it is always we have questions first and then we have answer, right? So similarly here under the arc of a parabola might be considered as a question. That's the reason we are specifying the reason how he calculated. Under the R, he calculated. You're getting? Okay. Sakit. That so here, see, that is provided as if it is provided as a full stop, yes, there may be few complete statements, okay, provided in each of the options. So in that case, you cannot use this rule, Sakit. But here, yes, definitely it is making sense of what you have said. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Can we move to option, sorry, question 8, please? Yeah. So question 8 states, going by the Greek writer Athenius of Naucratis, option B, that could carry large number of people. King Hirioi II gave Archimedes the task of designing a ship. B, supplies and could be used as a naval warship. Okay, now I'm telling you, take a minute, try to understand it, and then give me an answer. I don't want anyone to answer incorrectly. Take your time. Okay, it's 5:48. Okay, so let's discuss the answer. Similarly, there cannot be two answers. It can either be option B or it can either be option C. You have to select one of those. Okay. So the correct answer is option B, which states going by the Greek writer Athenius of Naucratis. Okay. King Heroi II gave Archimedes the task of designing a ship that could carry large number of people, supplies, and could be used as a naval warship. Okay, I see many of you have answered C. Yeah. Okay, let's see option C also. C. King Heroi II gave Archimedes the task of designing a ship. Going by the Greek writer, Athenius of no. See, option C and option the portion of option C and option A is not going back to back. Designing a ship going by the Greek writer. Do you think it is making sense? First of all, we need to understand why King Herod II gave Archimedes this task, because he was going as per the Greek writer. You understanding? See, specifying the name of the person, um, might be one of the reason where they have confused you. Not necessary it will start with that, not necessary always. In majority of the cases, yes, but that's the reason I tell you always to read the question, to read the options properly. Now is it clear, or do you want me to explain it more? I'll be happy to do that, no problem. Can I get a yes or no, please? Yeah. Okay, Sumit, thank you. Perfect. Thank you, Ravindra, for scrolling to question number 9. Yeah. So pretended to discover the impossible, those who claim to discover everything may be confused, I'm sorry for the spell error, as having actually, but produce no proofs of the same. Now, again, take a minute. Take a minute, provide me with the right answer. Okay, I have received 10 answers. Let me go through that. Mm-hmm. Okay, to break the ice again, the correct answer is option C. Now, whoever has answered anything apart from option C, I want you to read. Okay, I want you to read. Someone has mentioned answer as option A. Someone has mentioned answer as option B. Please, please, always remember. If you have mentioned, okay, first of all, the correct answer is option C. Okay, so here, those who claim to discover everything but produce no proofs of the same may be confused as having actually pretended to discover the impossible. Okay, very simple. This was a very simple question. Okay, so the C is the correct answer. I see that some of you have answered option A and B. Let's go with it. B. Okay, those who claim to discover everything may be confused as having actually pretended to discover the impossible but produced no proofs of the same. What do you think? Is it the correct framework of the statement? You just cannot tell me as an agree with what I say. If you have your own logic, please let me know. That's absolutely okay. I want to understand why you have specified answer A. Again, for option B, people have specified like before. Those who claim to discover everything may be confused as having actually but produce no proofs of the same. Pretended no, not at all. Okay, I want to understand as in what's the difficulty? Okay, I can explain it more, not an issue. But what's the difficulty? Am I audible? Okay. Yeah. So I see a yes. See, most of you, I have almost taught in a number of classes. What I feel is, please, I know you are short with time, but initially you are going to take time. Okay, you need a lot of practice, and that's the only option. But always cross check what you say. Always cross check. That's the reason I'm mentioning it again and again. Whenever you provide any option, if you provide the option BDCA at the end, whenever I say the option C is correct, I read it in that format, right? The reason I read it in that format is whenever I read it, I understand actually, the framework is going correct or not. If not, then I am aware that this is not a correct answer. That's the reason I'm asking everyone to read it once you provide the answer. Just cross check it. There are chances that because of the hurry, you'll incorrectly mark an answer, which will be wrong, absolutely wrong. You're getting? Please, it's a request. Whenever you think that this is the correct answer, read all the statement in that flow. Please. That's the best solution I give you. Please. Okay. Fine. Yeah. The 10th question. Thank you so much, Ravindra. So here, now, I don't want anyone to be in a hurry, please. I want everyone to answer it very wisely, please. So, to the earth, spite of despondence, of the inhuman, dearth of the noble natures, of a flowery band to bind us, gloomy days. Ravindra, what happened? You are trying to highlight something? Okay,
Ma'am, it's not me.
it's not you? Okay, no problem. Okay, so everyone bang on. I'm really happy. Yes, the correct answer is option A. I'm so happy. Please take time. I know you all are very smart. Please take time because of the hurry. Please don't make any mistakes. Yeah. So the correct answer is option A, and it is CABD. So a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of the despondence of inhuman, dearth of noble natures, of the gloomy days. Perfect. So this is what makes sense. I'm so happy. Just let me close and go to the chat to see. Yeah, it is correct. Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, so Ravindra, I guess we have another PDF. I have more like 20 minutes. I can go through that. Okay, so again, to make it much more easier. Okay, so there are like 50 questions, okay, in this. I don't think so. I'll be definitely not be able to cover this 50 questions, but I have decided few statements. Ravindra, can you please scroll to question number 5, please? It's in page number 2. Yeah. Okay. So on the right side, please see, choose the most logical order of the sentences among the given choices to construct a coherent paragraph. The Reserve Bank of India did not extend the moratorium. Okay. Moratorium in its monetary policy review on Thursday. It allowed the banks to restructure the loans of the borrowers who are in financially difficulty and are unable to repay them. This means that the lenders won't report the borrower as a defaulter to credit the bureaus if the borrower follows the new payment structure. In his speech, RBI governor said the disruptions caused by COVID-19 have led to the heightened financial stress for borrowers across the board. Once restructured, such loans would be considered as standard. Okay, now go through it. Go through it. Aram say, please. I feel it's easy as we have solved like 10 examples now, and you almost everyone answered the last question correctly. Sorry. Please go through it. I'll give you 1 minute. It's 6. I'll give you time till 1:61. Please answer it properly. Take your time. No hurry, please. Okay, so time up. So it's 6:01. Let me quickly go through the chat box. Mm, I see one right answer. Mm, No. Okay. So the correct answer is option C. Why? Let's read it. A, B, E, C, D. Okay. So the Reserve Bank of India did not extend the moratorium in its monetary policy review on Thursday. Clear. It allowed banks to restructure the loans of the borrower who are in the financial difficulty and are unable to repay them. Okay. Then once restructured, such loans would be considered as standard. So now here in the second statement, they have clearly specified it allows bank to restructure the loans of the borrowers who are in the financial difficulty and are unable to repay them. Then the third statement, which they are considered as standard, they are speaking about the loans which we have spoken about in the statement 2 itself. Then this means that the lenders won't report the borrower as a defaulter to credit the bureaus if the borrower follows the new payment structure. So now they have considered the loans. Okay, the statements related to loans are over. Now, who will pay the loans? It will be the lenders, right? So they have specified about the lenders. Then at the end, in his speech, RBI governor said the disruptions caused by so and so have led to the heightened financial stress for borrowers across the board. Did you understand why the correct answer is option C? Okay, I see. Okay, Purva and Sakshi, it's not clear to you. Okay, yeah, let me see what is the answer that you have given B. Okay, I can see Sakshi has answered as B. Purva, you have answered as A. Let me go to the screen again. A is A, B, C, D, E. How can answer A be correct? Okay, see, A, B is fine. Then the third will be E, right? Because once restructured, such loans would be considered as standard. This will come below B because they are speaking about the loans. There should be a flow, right? They are speaking about the loans. That's the reason option E is, after B. Then after we spoke about the loans, there should be something. We cannot take option D. Why we cannot take option D? Because C is related to option E, right? Not D. D is independent. D is independent, clearly. That's the reason we have considered that as option D as last in his speech. Do you understand it now, Purvan Sakshi? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. Can we move to question number 6, please? Hmm, I cannot see question 6. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ravindra. So choose the most logical order of the sentences among the given choices to construct a coherent paragraph. Now, again, please read it carefully. Our priority is to make all these materials, particularly lithium-ion batteries in India. In e-mobility technology, the most important thing is we should not depend on import the material used to make these vehicles. There is a need to reduce the dependence on the import of lithium-ion batteries, one of the key components in electrical vehicles, road transport and highways, Minister Nitin Gadkari said on Thursday. Lithium cells are the building blocks of rechargeable batteries for EVs, laptops, and mobile phones. Currently, India is heavily dependent on import of the cells as the battery metal is available in India. Yeah. Now, again, take a minute. Please read it carefully, then provide me with the answer. Rahul, you can see the options below. See, there are two parts. Okay, six. Choose the next most logical order. You can see question 6 on the right side. Ravinder, can you just hover the mouse there so that it becomes easier for him? Yeah, perfect. So see, that's the option 6. And can you hover to option B, please? Yeah, Thank you so much. Rahul, can you see now it clearly? Okay. Yeah. Take your time. It's 6:06. I I'll give you a minute. Please read it thoroughly, then answer me. Purva, I just showed Rahul as an Ravindra showed where the options are. Are you still not able to see it? The question is on the right side and the answer is to the left side. Can the options I meant. Yeah.
Should
Okay.
I
If
scroll little bit downwards for the options?
yeah, just scroll down. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, actually, I understood now. Okay, so everyone, what's the answer? Yeah, I see one answer coming up. Okay, there are many actually. Um, I shall always specify me the option number, please. Either A, B, C, D, E. That will be easier for me. Okay, so the correct answer is option A. Why? See, very easy. I'll just read it quickly. There is a need to reduce dependence on the import of lithium-ion batteries. That will be first statement. Then second will be in e-mobility technology. First of all, why there is a need? Okay, first of all, I have mentioned that there is a need to reduce. So that will be our starting statement, opening one. Okay. Then second, we need to specify why there is a need to reduce because in this technology, what is important? The lithium ions, right? Then our priority is to make all these materials, particularly lithium ions batteries in India. If we do not import it, we'll not have the import duty charges, right? So definitely we'll be making profits. So and then lithium cells are the building blocks of the rechargeable batteries. And lastly, India is heavily dependent on those imports. Clear, everyone? Why option A is correct? Any doubt? Please let me know. Can I get a yes or a no whether it's clear to everyone or not? Okay, perfect. Uh, I doubt I'll be able to solve everything. But Ravindra, what I suggest you, I'll be definitely covering majority of the questions if time permits. Okay. Otherwise, I'll request Niketan sir to share this PDF with everyone. Okay. I'll also inform Niketan sir to share my email ID with all of you. And if if you get time, I'll really request you to go through this. I want you to solve this because if you are able to solve it, and provide me with the answer, you can email me. Okay, you can email me your answers by just highlighting which is the correct answer. I'll be more than happy to reply you back stating what is correct and what is not. Okay, so that will be much more easier, because the reason we have kept a lot of questions is it will be better for you all to practice, right? Okay, yeah, fine. Can we move to the 11th question? So I'm taking few questions so that few patterns of questions so that it becomes easier. Yeah, the 11th one. Yeah, that's all. Which one of the following will be the second sentence after rearrangement? So they have given the options. In each of the questions below, a set of sentences given, which when properly sequenced from the coherent paragraph, arrange the sentences in the correct sequence and then answer the question. So you need to answer this. So I just need the correct sequence, okay? Ravindra, you can reduce the size of the PDF so that it becomes visible to everyone, as in all the options. So we have option 1, 2 in the left side of the page, and option 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the right side of the page. So I just need the correct sequence. You can skip the first part. I just need the correct sequence for now. Take your time. Take 2 minutes if you want. That's fine. Provide me with the correct answer, please. I see a few answers coming up. Oh, no. Okay, that was visible. Second is not properly visible. Let me see. Uh, I can, yeah, pages you can actually zoom it in your laptop or mobile, by whichever means you have logged in, so that it becomes easier for you to view. Um, okay, I understood what he meant now. Ravindra, can you just minimize it a bit more, please? Yeah, that's all. Is it visible now? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Take your time, answer. It's the correct option. Okay, so again, I'm telling you, here you need to tell me the correct sequence. In the first part of the question, they are asking which of the following will be the second statement after rearrangement. I do not need an answer for that. That will come only when you know the correct sequence of each and every statement. So just tell me by mentioning like one is the first statement, then second is the second statement. You need to specify. Please write in that format. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the correct statement. Okay, so just answer me in that sequence, please. At 6:15, I'll be giving a minute more. Question 11. 11. Prathamesh, we are solving question 11. See, once you know the correct sequence, okay, you'll be able to answer the rest of the question. But for me, if you rearrange the statements properly, that's more than enough, because based on that, you can quickly answer the rest of the questions. That's not difficult. Okay, can I get the answers, please? What's the correct sequence? I haven't received any answer yet. Why so? Is it that difficult? Please let me know in the chat box what's difficult so that I'll be able to help you out. Kunal, I did not want anything. What you have mentioned is correct, but that's the question to that answer. I want the whole sequence. I want the whole sequence. You're absolutely correct. It is option A, but I want the whole sequence, which will be my first statement, the second statement, the third statement. Okay, everyone, you are able to hear me or not, please? Can you just respond in the chat box? Yes, I have. Okay, I'm getting few of the responses. Others? Okay, perfect. You all can hear me, right? So can you please tell me what's the correct sequence? Pavan, not exactly. That's not the correct statement. Okay, Tejas, it's difficult. No problem. See, I'll take you through it. So first of all, let me paste the right answer. I'll okay. I've pasted the correct answer here. I'll take you through it. So the first one is, to date, we have funded like 801 grants over $111 million in response to COVID-19, and the level of research we have seen from the recipients have been outstanding. Because the whole paragraph speaks about COVID-19, there should be some opening statement. That's the reason the first one is the apt statement. Then, as the nation responds to COVID-19 pandemic, NSF funded research is playing a crucial role. There should be someone who is funding. So this is the second statement. Then, from the science and engineering behind critical diagnostic tools and medical devices to novel solutions that help businesses and individuals navigate the challenges of this difficult time, NSF's investment in science and technology are making a difference. So first of all, we have mentioned that they are playing a crucial role. Then we have specified why they are playing a crucial role. Then, for example, advanced in artificial intelligence, that is AI, and big data offer the potential to spot hidden patterns and raise the alarm about new disease before they spread. Okay. Then, advanced manufacturing and cutting edge. So we have already spoken about artificial intelligence. Then we are explaining about that. And then lastly, we'll be speaking about when this pandemic passes, basic research will still be an engine of our economy. That's the reason I was telling you. First, I want the correct framework. Okay, the framework of how the paragraph will look like. So, see, we need to infer that there are certain questions specifically emphasizing on the impacts of COVID-19 in the research and investment in science field than any other medicine. So, this is the whole format of this paragraph. Okay, understanding. So, first of all, why there is a reason? Why? So, to date, what has happened? They have told that they have funded so much, but then what happened? They have funded so much. That's the opening statement. But because of the COVID-19 pandemic, because of that, say for example, if we were taking like 10 years to find a drug, now it has come down to like an year. So because of the COVID-19 impact, right, that took place. Now you understood? Can I get a yes or a no, please? See, the reason I'm taking few questions is difficult is because definitely there will be few questions that will be much more easier as what I have taken. Definitely yes, but I want you to solve difficult questions so that it becomes easier for you to understand. I just see few responses. Others, you're awake, right? Okay, perfect. So, Ravindra, can we go to the 26th question, please? The last question for today. Yeah. So, see, we have the 26th, the question part in the right, left side, and the answers to it, the right side. Please go through it. It's 6:22. I'll give you 2 minutes. Please go through it and let me know what's the correct answer. It totally depends because see what happens. The whole sentence rearrangement will come for 5 marks. So it depends, as in there will be, I guess, more, I guess 1 or 2 marks, but it depends. We cannot be sure, but it will come for 5 marks. That's for sure. I'm so happy. See, majority of the you all have answered as C. Yes, C is the correct answer. Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone now, please? Yeah. Okay. So I'll ask Niketan sir to share this PDF to everyone, or maybe I'll ask him whether I can share. If yes, well and good. I'll also ask him to share my email ID. I request everyone, I actually urge everyone to please go through this PDF. Take out time. It won't take more than like 30 minutes to solve this. Please go through it. If you want, I'll check it for you. Not an issue. Just provide me with the answer. You can just highlight in the PDF and send it back to me. I'll be definitely responding back to you all. Okay. I hope this session was actually helpful to all of you. Uh, did it help you to understand how we can, resolve the sentence arrangement issues? Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So any changes that you want me to bring in this format, the way I teach, or any specific inputs that you want me to provide? For me, PPT is much more easy. Yeah, because I provide you with the questions first and then the answer. But I'm really sorry. This week was a bit hectic for me, so I couldn't prepare it. But yeah, the next time I'll definitely use the PPT so that it becomes easy for everyone. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll ask Sir to share this PDF with all of you. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye.